So one of the things that's unique about healthcare revenue cycle is that it's an industry where you can perform excellently 98% of the time and still have a perception of failure.
Oh yeah,
Right?
sure.
So you're getting an A plus.
Yeah.
Right? 98% is great. And yet, because of what is left behind,
Yeah.
there's a there's a sense that there's a failure, right? So
Well, when it's a 2% margin,
right. So
98
harkening back to my days at eScan.
Yeah.
Right. It's a safety net vendor. What we were finding was that last 2% of coverage the health systems were unable to find on their own.
yeah,
Right. And so health systems are finding the coverage 98% of the time. In a world where patients are often non-compliant with their patient access processes, patients forget their insurance cards, patients don't know what insurance they have, they are still finding the insurance correctly 98% of the time. And then you've got a vendor come in that spent 10 years building proprietary intellectual property to find the last 2%.
yeah,
Right? And in no universe is it true that that health system is failing because an insurance discovery solution is coming behind them and finding the last 2%. Right? And so I think in general, what we find is that most health systems, even the best of health systems that are getting it right 98% of the time, there is that 2% left. And to your point, in a world where your margin is 0% or 1%, getting an extra 2% revenue can be either a 100% increase or a 200% increase to your margin.
yep,
Right? And so, like Jim said, the amount of free cash flow that you have is really critical to your ability to overcome the chicken or egg problem. Right? If you don't have the capital, you can't do the next new thing that's going to create even more return. If you can just get that 2%, to get to a 3% margin from a 1%,
Yeah.
that's what frees you up to really start getting into that forward-looking and able to take on the next challenge to
Yeah.
drive more success back to your organization.